to Montrose Hill-McCloy High School for tonight's non-league contest between the Montrose Rams and the Saginaw Arts and Science Academy Dragons. I am Eric Vandepfeiffer. Alongside me, my play-by-play partner, Capricia Nard. Capricia, what are we looking for in tonight's game?
Well, Eric, tonight we're looking for the Rams to really blow past the Dragons. The Dragons' league record being 1-5 sounds pretty bad, but we can't get too cocky because they could come back.
That is true. You never know in basketball. It can just sometimes people have a good night, sometimes they have a bad night, so you just never know. You got to come out and bring your A game every
Diversity always
time.
comes into play.
Yes, it does. Well, as we honored our seniors there, we're going to get to our starting lineups now. Starting with the Dragons. Number 3, Alex Robertson. Number 10, Carl Jordan. Number 23, Arnett Singh. Number 32, Aaron Strang. And number 50, Travis Dancer. Who do you think we'll be looking for today, Capricia?
Well, honestly, tonight, I'm looking for a little bit out of, well, nobody off the Dragon side. I'm looking at my stats tonight, and I don't really have much from them.
How about for the Rams? Who are we looking for from their side?
Well, from the Rams side tonight, we have a little different situation going on. We have new starters. We have a new starting lineup for the game tonight.
Well, how about we just meet those starters right now? Number
Let's
20, Brandon Smith. Number 24, Riley Warren. Number 33, Jimmy Hodge. Number 35, Brandy Green. And number 44, Dakota Jelinek. Out of that starting 5, who do you think will have a good game tonight, or who will make a big difference in tonight's game?
Oh, most definitely. We should definitely be keeping our eye on Mr. Riley Warren. He loves to get in the paint and just go straight to the basket. We also should look for Mr. B. Green, number 35. He loves to get those quick rebounds, so we should be looking forward for him. And then you have good old Mr. Dakota Jelinek, who just likes to get and put his body to another body. And then let's not forget that three-point shooter, Mr. Jimmy Hodge.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's going to get some minutes today. Everyone's going to get some points. And especially Mr. Riley Warren. He's an inside and outside player.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully the Rams can pull it off tonight, but you never know.
Well, we got him in a huddle right now, and we're getting ready to start the game.
Oh, yeah. It should be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to go to the center court tip-off between number 35, B. Green, and number 32, Aaron Strang. They'll be doing the dirty work for tonight's two teams down inside. Our referees for tonight are Robin Polovino, Jen Brown, and Brian Morley. They'll be making all the calls tonight, so and we're off. Montrose is able to win the tip.
Great job by Mr. Brandy Green using those arms to get that ball.
Oh, yeah.
Now we got Mr. Riley Warren working on the outside.
He gives it to Jimmy Hodge over in the corner. Riley Warren has the ball up top over to Brandon Smith. Dakota Jelinek in the corner. Now, Dakota is a three-point shooter, but he doesn't shoot them very often as he drives the lane, kicks it out to Jimmy Hodge. Nice save by Jimmy. As Riley Warren will pull it out, gives it over to Hodge.
Hey, Eric, the Rams seem a bit playful tonight. Don't you think so?
I think so. As Riley Warren pulls up for three, not able to get it to go. And the ball goes out of bounds. Dragons will take it. Yes, they do, Capricia. The Rams look like it's kind of a joke game right now.
It's kind of a joke to them.
And if they expect to win big, then they really need to step it up and get serious, because we know this Dragons team, and they're no joke. As the Dragons work it around, as Alex Robertson has it up top. He'll give it inside to Strang. As the ball is tipped out of bounds by Brandon Smith of the Rams. Dragons will have it on the side. Some really good hustle shown by Brandon Smith there on defense, don't you think, Alicia?
Oh, yeah. He's always been a very good defensive player. Though he does not get all those shots in the basket, he does not stop, and he keeps playing hard.
That is true. He's always there. As the pass inside gets tipped by B. Green, stolen by Brandon Smith, and the Rams are out fast breaking. As Brandon Smith is going to pull up and set up the offense. Jimmy Hodge on the wing corner. Riley Warren drives off the glass. No good. B. Green gets the rebound. No, 50. Travis Dancer pulls down the board for the Dragons, and the Dragons are going to put it up now.
Well, Eric, we know that if this doesn't go well with the new starting lineup, that Mr. Danik will not hesitate to put in his leading scorers.
Oh, no.
Mr. Malik Taylor with 291 points for this season so far. The leading rebounder, again, Mr. Malik Taylor with 41 rebounds this season so far. Mr. Malik also leads the GAC Red in scoring with the 209 points and also has 41 rebounds, placing him number 7 on the league basketball ladder board. Antonio McMillan is third leading scorer in the GAC with 247, and McMillan's 50 assists place him at third on the GAC Red ladder board. Jared Long also has 18 assists, placing him 7th on the assist ladder board in the GAC. We got some good boys over here on the Rams side,
yes, we do.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone pitching in some way as the miss by Strang. Jelinek pulls down the rebound, and Jimmy Hodge going to push it up, gives it to Riley Warren on the wing. And Jimmy wanted that three on the corner. You could just see it in his eyes as Riley pulls up for three.
He makes it.
In the man in his face. Doesn't faze him at all. Riley Warren puts it in, and he has all 5 points now for the Rams.
I told you. The first name I said today is Mr. Riley Warren. He is an all-around player.
Yes, he is.
He knows how to use that big body and get right to the paint, just like he is right about now.
Nice layup by Riley Warren off the steal. He has all 7 now for the Rams.
On fire, Mr. Riley.
As Robertson brings it up, you get it into Strang. Number 10, Carl Jordan for 3. Banks it in. And he's not really a player you'll be watching tonight. That you'll think you'll be looking for due to lack of production as Jimmy Hodge airballs a 3 long. Dakota Jelinek pulls down the offensive rebound. He misses. And they go to the floor. Tie up between B. Green for the Rams and number 50.
They're going to call it a jump ball.
Jump ball. Possession will go to the Dragons. So, Dragons are going to pull it up. Not really much production on offense so far, but that should soon change. Just need to get warmed up.
Yeah, they seem really slow on the court. A little lackadaisical, maybe.
Mm-hmm. As the turnover by the Dragons, Rams will take over. And checking in for the Dragons, number 21, Diego Parkash, sorry.
It's fine, trust me. I blip all the time.
As Riley Warren brings it up for the Rams. No subs so far for the Rams as Mr. Danik goes with a new starting lineup.
Tonight's game should be a little interesting.
Yes, it should, as Riley Warren with another 3. No good. Alex Strang pulls down the board. Aaron Strang, sorry. And B. Green with the steal. He gives it to Brandon Smith, and they're pushing. That's one thing this Montrose team likes to do is push the ball on every chance that they get. As Jimmy Hodge pulls up for 3. No good. Riley Warren, putback, no good. Aaron Strang with the rebound. Jimmy Hodge applying the pressure at full court, but the Dragons able to hold on. As the ball goes down low, Aaron Strang off the glass. And good.
Aaron Strang, who's actually a sophomore, playing center tonight for the Dragons. He seems a little more productive than the point guard.
Yes, he does. As the point guard, being a junior, probably having a little more experience on the varsity level, as the Dragons have 2 freshmen on their team, so as we have some subs walking over towards the bench.
We have a host of subs about to go in for the Rams.
As Brandon Smith pump fake, drives the lane. No, Jimmy Hodge, offensive rebound in, good. Jimmy Hodge, good production from the Rams so far on offense as they were up 4 with just over 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. And the Rams look like they're going to fall back into a 2-1-2 defense. And Mr. Danek really does like playing his zones.
Oh, yeah, he does.
His favorite zone of them all is the 1-3-1, as missed by the Dragons, goes off the rim. Dakota Jelinek pulls down the rebound. Riley Warren turns it over. And Arnett Singh pushing it up. And layup is good by Alex Robertson. As the Rams lead goes down to 2, 9-7 now is your lead. As Jimmy Hodge wanted that three-pointer, you could just tell he thought about it as the ball goes out of bounds off the Rams. And we have a whole group of subs for the Rams. Number 1, Antonio McMillan. Jared Long, number 4. Jeff Long, number 23. Malik Taylor, number 12. And Ryan Egan, number 21. All coming in for the Rams to replace those starters. And this is the normal starting lineup that you usually see from Mr. Danek.
And the pressure is about to be put on. I'm going to let you know that now, Eric. It's going to be a different ball game than it was when we came out the starting gate.
As a timeout is called by the Dragons. And as there's a timeout on the court, we're also going to have a timeout here from the UAW. Yeah, that's UAW.
The UAW is proud to be the sponsor of the Blue Collar Player of the Game this year. The UAW's commitment to improve the lives of working men and women began in 1937 in Flint, Michigan, and now extends beyond our borders and around the globe. Through vigilant political involvement and coordination with world labor organizations, we continue to fight for the enforcement of trade agreement provisions on human and workers' rights. This message is brought to you by the hard-working men and women of the UAW.
Back here at Hill-McCloy High School, where the Rams have a 2-point lead as they're applying the pressure. Ball stolen by Malik Taylor. He's pushing it. Jared Long gives it up. Malik Taylor on the other end with the score. Mark up that assist for Jared Long. And that's one thing that this team does well is they really share the ball to everyone, trying to get everyone involved and really just trying to win a game but have fun at the same time. As Antonio McMillan also gets a steal. No look pass to Jared Long, who can't finish on the other end. So the rebound goes to the Dragons, and they're pushing now.
Oh, yeah.
Number 21 pulls up. That was Diego Parcash. Is Jeff Long on the other end, able to put it in. And like we said, Mr. Danek is done playing around after this.
Oh, yeah,
and
he's
the pressure
done.
is being put on as Antonio gets a steal. No look pass to Jared Long. He misses again. Jeff Long able to pull down the offensive rebound, gives it to Jared, who again misses, but Jeff is really able to corral the rebounds as Antonio McMillan for 3, no good. Ryan Egan goes up, gets blocked, but foul on the play. Foul will be called on Aaron Strang, number 32 for the Dragons. So that will put number 21, Ryan Egan, at the line to shoot 2.
Now, it may seem like the Dragons were going to just come and let the Rams come and take it, but it doesn't seem that way at all. They don't have 0 on the board. It's 13-7. And seems like the Dragons have somewhat of an ability to hang with the Rams tonight. So we're going to see how long they can keep this up.
Yes. If you watched some of our last games, it's been close in the first quarter for the Rams, but after the by halftime, it's it's like a 15, 20-point lead by most of the games.
It's always about warming up for these guys.
Yes,
these guys need that time to get those joints warm and get those hands ready to work.
Oh, yeah. As Jared Long gets a steal on offense, Jeff Long goes up again, misses after he made his last shot. And the Dragons are pushing. Diego Parcash, number 21, not able to get it in as the buzzer sounds at the end of the first quarter. You score Montrose 17, SASA 7, and we're going to take a break here from our friends over at Waste Connections.
Waste Connections is an integrated solid waste services company that provides solid waste collection, transfer, disposal, and recycling services throughout the United States. We serve more than 2 million residential, commercial, and industrial customers across 29 states. Waste Connections strives to provide service excellence for those communities that place their trust in our company and are always dedicated to putting our customers first. Waste Connections. Connect with the future.
Montrose Hill-McCloy High School. We Montrose Rams have a 10-point lead over the Dragons to the start of the second quarter. And the Dragons have really looked to be more of a team than we thought, don't they, Capricia?
Oh, yeah.
As Jared Long sets up the offense, Malik Taylor in the corner.
It's a 10-point game right now, 17-7. The Rams leading. So let's see how this goes. Let's see if the Rams are going to kick it up and just put it in our overdrive on the Dragons, or are they going to sit here and, get a little lazy and let the Dragons take it over?
Yes, we'll have to wait and see as Antonio McMillan gets called for the travel. It's another turnover for the Rams as they keep the full court pressure on the Dragons, who really just kind of look out of sync on offense so far this game as the ball goes out of bounds.
I feel that they don't have the team unity. I'm not seeing that they all have that trust in each other. It seems a little every man for himself on the court right now with the Dragons, but that could change. As
the lob pass to Antonio McMillan, who passes it down to Ryan Egan, who gets fouled as he goes up. So that foul will be on number 54, Zachary Ramirez. Ryan Egan will go to the line. He'll shoot 2. And, he's not the best free throw shooter, but he did make his first 2 today, so
he might be in the zone.
He might be. You never know. As he does miss the first one. So the Rams are up 10 still, as Ryan Egan has one more to go, as the refs tell the Dragon cheerleaders that they need
to back it up.
Be quiet during the free throws as Egan makes his second one. So he's 3 for 4 now on free throws.
Making this an 11-point game.
Yes. As the Dragons drive, kick out to number 42, Daniel Johnson, miss. Offensive rebound goes to number 25, Mika Webster. Antonio McMillan on the steal, and they're pushing. Gives it to Malik Taylor. Oh, and it's a dunk. Malik Taylor rises up on the Dragons and throws it down. Gives the Rams a 13-point lead. And I think that's the boost that the Rams needed.
Oh, yeah, they definitely are in the zone now.
As Antonio gets the rebound in between the legs, pass attempted to Jeff Long, and it goes out of bounds. So the Dragons will take over. And now the Rams, you can definitely tell it's just kind of a joke to them. They're trying to get a little fancy, and as the ball goes out of bounds off the Dragons. But this is what we said. At the end of the first quarter, it's usually a close game, but after that second quarter, they really just blow it apart, and after the second quarter, it's really no question how the game's going to end up.
I agree, Eric. I feel that the Rams honestly know that they're going to just railroad this team tonight.
Yes, they do. As Malik Taylor gets it on the corner, goes up, layup for Malik Taylor. You can give that assist to Antonio McMillan, as the Dragons did not take the ball out, so they had to grab it and take it out. It was a 3-on-2. McMillan does a good job of getting back, though, on defense as he gets called for a foul there.
I'm seeing a lot of bounce passes from the Dragons tonight, which is very inefficient with the Rams, because they're going to get there and fast. They know how to open up the boost and get there to the ball as soon as it's being bounced. So I don't know if they should do the bounce passes tonight.
Yes, because the speed of the Rams is just a little overwhelming as Ryan Egan tips it to Jeff Long on the steal, as Antonio McMillan for 3, no good. Defensive rebound for number 42, Daniel Johnson, and the Dragons are pushing. They're going to pull up now. Set it up as the Rams switch to a man defense. It's over on the wing, Johnson. Nice pass down low to number 21, Diego Parcash, who misses the shot. Egan gets the board. And Joe Long goes to the rim and good. This kid, they get a lot of production out of this kid.
Oh, yeah. I've been watching him all season, and he's actually, to be the youngest on the team, he brings a lot to the Rams. He's one of our greatest assets, I can honestly say. He knows how to push the ball. He's not afraid of the biggest contender. He's a competitor.
As he gets the steal and assist to Malik Taylor. Another dunk, his second of the game. And the Rams are just playing with him now as Antonio gets a rebound, no look. It's a steal, no look pass to Jared Long. And him being a sophomore just...
It makes him look good.
It does. It really does.
Good.
As the Dragons call a full timeout. And on this full timeout, we're going to hear from our friends over at Joe's Garage.
Joe's Garage Sports Pub and Grub is now featuring the Montrose Rams Monday Sports Replay Night. The Monday Montrose Sports Replay Night begins at 6 p.m. and will feature replays of fall Montrose High School sports events featured on the in-house TVs. And while you're watching the games, enjoy large 2-item pizzas along with a pitcher of pop for just $10. So be sure to be at Joe's Garage Sports Pub and Grub at 6 p.m. on Monday nights for the Montrose Sports Replay Pizza Party.
And we are back here. You're looking at the student section. They call themselves the Herd over there at Montrose, and they're known to get crazy, don't you think, Capricia?
Oh, yeah. They are definitely, we might as well call them the sixth man, okay?
Yes, we should. As they get in the other players' heads with all their chants and screaming, it really just throws off the other team usually.
We're not getting a lot out of them tonight. I'm looking for them to turn it up a notch as soon as we get that great lead we're looking for. Even though we have a tremendous lead right now, a lead of 21 points.
Right.
I mean, that's a pretty big lead in the second quarter.
Yes, it is.
Maybe the Herd isn't. They don't want to hit him where it hurts. They don't want to add insult to injury tonight. So we might not hear too much out of the Herd tonight.
Yeah. Whereas a game like Goodrich. You'll hear a whole bunch. Or Beecher game, you're going to hear a whole bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Especially at districts 2 weeks from today.
And aren't you excited?
I am, as Malik Taylor gets the defensive rebound. Gives it up to Jeff Long. Short 2, and it's good. Jeff Long, the assist from Malik Taylor. And Jeff Long is leading all scorers tonight.
He is on fire. I mean, I expect that out of Jeff, though. Jeff is really a great player. It's been great ever since the Long brothers have came to Montrose. Even though we were a great team without them, we've just become even a better team, even more of a brotherhood, we could call it.
Yes, we have, as Riley Warren checks in for Jared Long, Antonio McMillan, and Jeff Long. Also coming in for the Rams is Alex Salter and Gerald Bateman. These two players don't usually get a lot of playing time, and if they do, it's not until late in the game. For them to come in the first half is kind of just sending a statement towards the Dragons, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Well, a statement was made towards the Dragons as soon as we came out. So,
yeah.
You know, we've set all the greats down, and we've put some of the second string in.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, they are still a pretty great asset to the Rams.
Yes, they are. As some might say, the Rams have two different 5-person teams that could win the league, possibly.
They do.
So, as Gerald Bateman puts up a 3, he's short airball. Chad Shelton pulls down the rebound for the Rams. And they're just going to set up the offense again.
Oh, yeah, the Rams have no fear against the Dragons tonight. I see a different look in Chad's eyes tonight, and it's not fear, okay?
Yes, it is. As Alex Salter goes up, he gets fouled on his shot. And that foul will be on number 10, Carl Jordan. Just kidding. It's on number 50, Travis Dancer. It's his first, team's third for tonight. And Alex Salter will go to the line, and he will miss his first shot at the line. But you can't really fault him today against a team like this. There's not a lot of defense or pressure being put on the Rams. So if they don't score a lot, then it's not maybe a big blow.
I mean, well, we have a 24-point lead right now with 31-7, so I don't think the Rams are really worried about those minor free throws being missed tonight. I could see if this was a shooting team, but
Yes, that's what I'm thinking is number 23, Neat Singh puts it in, and Jason Danik wants to talk it over. Even though he's got a 21-point lead, he wants to talk it over with his team as they call a 30-second timeout. And as they call a timeout, we're also going to take a timeout here and hear from our friends at Conley Oil Company.
we'll be right back after these messages.
Conley Oil Company has been a family-owned business based in Clio the last 75 years, with 6 locations serving mid-Michigan communities. At some locations, Conley Oil Company features in-store restaurants as well as refreshing hand-dipped ice cream. At Conley, saving on gas is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with their return and earn loyalty card through purchases from a variety of in-store products. Keep your car looking great at Conley's as well with their convenient car washes. So, saving.
And we're back here at Montrose, Hill-McCloy High School as the ball goes out of bounds off the Rams. Turnover, give that one to Riley Warren if you're taking stats at home. As the Dragons take over, and they're going to bring it up through Alex Roberson, number 3. Really looks like he's taking over the point guard position on this team. There's a lot of pressure being put on the Rams. That's going to be a blocking foul on number 3, Chad Shelton. So that'll be his first.
And you see
second.
Chad is trying to get a little aggressive tonight. You usually don't see that many fouls out of Chad. He really tries to stay by the paint and get those easy shots. But tonight he seems to be playing on a defensive side, and I'd like to see that out of Chad. Just hope that he doesn't get too many of those fouls tonight.
Oh, yeah. As the Rams fall back in that 2-1-2 defense again. And a 3 ball by number 10, Carl Jordan. Rebound by Salter. He gives it to Warren, who goes behind his back. Oh, able to keep the ball alive, and there's a foul called. Looks like that one will be on the Dragons. It's just 2, as there was 3 players over there. It's going to be on number 3, Alex Roberson. That's his first. Their team's 4th on the night. So the Rams will have it on the baseline now. Just get in the easy pass to Riley Warren, and they're going to set up the offense. That's one thing Coach Janik likes to do is really set up the offense and just get everyone moving.
Yeah, he likes to run motion a lot. He likes to keep the boys moving.
Yes, he does. As B. Green's pass goes out of bounds off of Chad Shelton's hand, as Brandon Smith and number 20, and number 33, Jimmy Hodge check in for B. Green and Riley Warren. So Jimmy Hodge, you might think he's a big guy, and he is. He's a real big guy, but he can play inside. He can play outside. It doesn't really matter where you put him. You can get production from him.
Oh, yeah.
As a 3-point shot from Arnett Singh is no good, and Jimmy right there pulling down the rebound.
Yeah, I wouldn't label Jimmy a basketball player, but he can play the game of basketball, and he knows it like the back of his hand.
Yes, he does. Jimmy Hodge going to Ferris State University on a football scholarship.
Oh, yeah, Ferris State, along with Malik Taylor, they'll both be going to Ferris State on a basketball scholarship.
Jimmy misses the 3. Gerald Bateman on the board. Gives it into Salter. Brandon Smith, straightaway 3, wide open. Can't get it to go. Rebound by the Dragons, and they're pushing now. They have a 1-on-3, so they're going to pull it out. Aaron Strang, no good. Brandon Smith gets it, and they're going to push. The Rams are. As he gets to the basket, and it's good. Brandon Smith.
Now, just like Chad, Brandon Smith isn't the best basketball player, but he can be there when you need him.
That is true. As the 3-point basket by number 10, Carl Jordan goes in, and there was a foul on number 5, Alex Salter, for the Rams. So not only does that 3-pointer count, but he will go to the line and he will shoot. No free throws, but the 3-pointer does count. As Salter is called for the foul on the box out after the shot. And the Dragons going with the safe pass to Alex Roberson. And we're under a minute here in this first half. As the Dragons just working it around, getting it inside, outside. Ooh, it's Gerald Bateman. gets broken, and Alex Roberson pulls up for 3. And it's only a 17-point lead now for the Rams, and the Dragons look like they're going to apply some pressure now as Jimmy Hodge gets in low. And he is fouled. That's one thing Coach Yank likes to do when Jimmy is in the game, is get into Jimmy and just let the big boy go to work.
Oh, yeah. That's what you got to do. You got to let the big boy go to work.
Yes, he does. As number 23, Arnett Singh, gets a foul, and Jimmy will go to the line and shoot 2. His first is good. So he'll have one more at the line now, and he'll just try to force the lead for the Rams up, and he was not able to do it. It's an 18-point lead now as the ball goes out of bounds off the Rams, off the missed free throw by Jimmy Hodge. And the Dragons are going to bring the ball up the court now, nice and slow. 30 seconds left. Let's see if they'll play for the last shot or if they're going to try and get a quick one and let the Rams do it.
Though Alex Roberson seems like the go-to guy for the Dragons tonight, he doesn't seem to be too productive in the game tonight. I mean, he's running and he's putting in the work, but as far as bucket count, he's a little short.
Yes, as Carl Jordan able to put the ball in the hoop. Foul on number 20, Brandon Smith, as he tries to come in and get that rebound. Not able to get it, so it'll be a foul on him, and the Rams, that'll be their 4th on the night. So there is 4.1 seconds left on the clock, and you can only think that the Dragons are going to get the last shot here, as there's 1 second. He just throws it up. Oh, just off the rim. That looked close, Gabby.
It did look close, so I see that he has the ability to get those last-minute shots in.
Yes, he does. And we're at halftime now. The Rams are up 34-19, and we're going to hear from the MHSAA, and we'll be right back.
The source for high school sports in Michigan has gone mobile. You can now access all the great features of the MHSAA website from your smartphone. You can find directions to a school, check out blogs, news, and podcasts, keep up with your favorite team, and even submit scores when you're at a game. MHSAA mobile apps are now available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry. It's all part of the MHSAA family of websites.
When is your time for Riverside Market in Montrose or Durand? Time for choice USDA meats, cold delicious dairy products, and fresh produce. Not to mention the awesome foods cooked right here in our deli. What's your time?
In the morning for donuts.
When I'm looking for fresh fruit.
My time is on the way to school in the morning when I stop at Riverside to pick up something fresh from the deli to have at lunch. Thanks, Irene.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
My time is dinner time.
Whenever my family needs groceries. What's your time?
Waste Connections is an integrated solid waste services company that provides solid waste collection, transfer, disposal, and recycling services throughout the United States. We serve more than 2 million residential, commercial, and industrial customers across 29 states. Waste Connections strives to provide service excellence for those communities that place their trust in our company and are always dedicated to putting our customers first. Waste Connections. Connect with the future.
And we are back here at Montrose Hill-McCloy High School. Capricia, the game it's a big margin. It's a 15-point lead for the Rams, but, I mean, you can only think that the Dragons can come out and pull it back because the Rams' third quarters this season have not been that strong.
They haven't.
So,
I mean, I don't know what's going on in the locker room with the boys, but, so far when it gets to that third quarter, it's been a little struggle But, hey, we're going to do some compare and contrasting just to give the listeners a little bit of an insight of what the Rams are working with and what the Dragons are working with. This season, they have a conference league standing of 1-5 and overall of 2-13, while the Rams have a conference standing of 8-3 and an overall of 12-3. Let's get to some of the individual scores stats. We have the leading scorer for the Dragons, Alex Robertson, with 74 as a season high. That puts him at 13th in this league. Leading rebounder Aaron Strang with 28, and that puts him 4th in the league. He is also the 15th ranked scorer in the league with 63 points. Now let's get back to the Rams side and refresh your memories of what we're working with on this side. We have the leading scorer, Malik Taylor, with 291 points for this season, which makes him the leading rebounder, also with 41 rebounds. Malik Taylor also leads the GAC in red in scoring with 290 points. Also has 41 rebounds, placing him 7th on the league ladder board. Let's get on to Antonio McMillan, who is 3rd with being the leading scorer in the GAC with 247 points. And McMillan's 50 assists place him 3rd on the GAC red ladder board. Jared Long weasels on in with 18 assists, placing him 7th on the assist ladder board in the GAC. Well,
it's just a lot of production from a lot of players on the Rams side. And
oh, yeah. Mainly
Dragons,
their starters, their leading starters, know how to get in the game, get those points, get those assists, get whatever it is that they need to win the game.
And then they get out. Whereas the Dragons don't really have the production from everyone. It's just a couple players that really just...
literally a couple players, 2 players. And they're not the biggest with the leading scoring, but they make a statement.
Yes, they do, with their 2 wins overall. And the Rams, let's just recap some of their losses. They lost their first loss came to Goodrich.
Oh, yeah.
10-point loss at Goodrich.
Oh, yeah, and Goodrich, their conference standing record would be 8-2, which is only one more win than the Rams. One less loss than the Rams.
And one of those 2 losses came from the Rams.
Yeah.
Here, it was a 3-point win for the Rams here at Montrose, and it was just a real all-around good game for the Rams and everyone that was a part of it.
I agree.
The student section was crazy.
Oh, yeah. The student section can really get in the players' heads at times. When they get in their energy and they get that energy flowing, they know how to get in the players' heads, and the players really are thrown off by the intensity of the crowd. Like, they get in and they're a team effort. Like I said, you might as well call them the 6-man.
Yeah. And the Rams' other 2 losses came from Beecher losing 2 weeks ago by 12, and the first time they played them was here at Montrose, and they lost by 10 in that game. So, it's just been a real tough time in the Montrose against Beecher for about the past 7 seasons. They haven't won.
Well, you have to know that Coach Mike on the Beecher side is very, very intense. He does not take losing lightly, and they lose very often. They don't lose often.
No, they do not.
When they're in practice, I've actually had the honor to be in one of the practices. There is no room for error.
No, there is not.
They play street ball, and that's what they do. They stick to that, and they stick to those methods. Those players are taught to learn the game inside and out, and errors are not really accepted in that gym.
No, they do
They are all around great. They are a traditional school, and they're known for winning in the game of basketball. Now, when we get to football, we own the title.
It's a whole different story.
It's a whole different story.
Yeah. But although Beecher does do a running drill, one of the running drills that they do, they have to do a full suicide or line drill. And it's to the free throw line and back, half court line and back, other free throw line and back, all the way down and back, and then they have to do another down and back. It's called a Buccaneer. They have to do that in 45 seconds, and it's tough. Trust me, I've tried it. So, and we're going to come right back. We're going to go to a commercial now. We'll be back after a message from We'll be right back after these messages.
Conley Oil Company has been a family-owned business based in Clio the last 75 years, with 6 locations serving mid-Michigan communities. At some locations, Conley Oil Company features in-store restaurants as well as refreshing hand-dipped ice cream. At Conley, saving on gas is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with their return and earn loyalty card through purchases from a variety of in-store products. Keep your car looking great at Conley's as well with their convenient car washes. So, saving is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
The UAW is proud to be the sponsor of the Blue Collar Player of the Game this year. The UAW's commitment to improve the lives of working men and women began in 1937 in Flint, Michigan, and now extends beyond our borders and around the globe. Through vigilant political involvement and coordination with world labor organizations, we continue to fight for the enforcement of trade agreement provisions on human and workers' rights. This message is brought to you by the hard-working men and women of the UAW.
McDonald's introduces the Quarter Pounder, remixed. There's the habanero ranch with white cheddar, hickory smoked bacon, and a creamy habanero ranch sauce. The bacon and cheese and deluxe, all joining the classic at McDonald's. The simple joy of a classic, remixed.
Visit your local Montrose McDonald's today.
More than a sore loser is a...
Oh, yeah, see?
And we are back here at Montrose, where the Rams have a 15-point lead, 34-19 over the Dragons. Capricia, how do we get these officials here?
Well, you can also be a referee. We get the officials here. Some officiate because they love the sport. You know, some officiate simply because they love being around kids. Some also got tired of complaining about the officials and doing something about it by becoming one. So to be a registered high school game official, click or call the MHSAA link. You can be a referee. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Yes, we are, as the Montrose Rams get a steal and go back on offense. Riley Warren, no-look pass to the corner. Jimmy Hodge for 3, no good. Short, and the Dragons pull down the rebound. Almost a turnover there, but they were able to regather as they bring the ball up top, set up their offense. This is a 2-3 zone now being played by the Rams. Corner 3, number 10. Carl Jordan, no good. Jelinek pulls down the rebound, and they're fast breaking.
Oh, yes, they are. We have Mr. Warren, who does not stop to push that ball.
No, he does not, but he gets called for a charge there. That'll be his first foul in the game. There's team's first on the half. So we're going to take a minute here to thank the crew here for tonight's broadcast. The producer, Mr. Jamie Kitts.
Oh, yeah.
Cameraman, Brandon McGraw. Director is Tyler Anderson, doing a great job. And Meterix, John Oliver. The announcers are me, Eric Vandepfeiffer, and my partner, Capricia Nard, as B. Green goes to work down low and gets it in. Brandy Green, just a big force down low as Riley Warren gets a steal, but then turns it right back over to the Dragons.
Speaking of the two, they're both transfers. Mr. Riley is not officially a Ram from birth. He was actually a railroader from the city of Durand.
Ooh.
And Mr. B. Green was actually once a Hawk from the city of Westwood Heights from the Hamity Hawks.
Oh, as Brandon Smith goes, B. Green tries to get a putback dunk, but the ball was still on the rim, so they call a goaltending on Mr. B. Green as he tries to dunk it in off the miss of Brandon Smith. So the Dragons will have it as Brandon Smith gets a steal, but there was a foul call that should be on Riley Warren, but we'll just have to wait and see. And it is not. It is actually on Brandon Smith. That's his second foul, his team's second in the half. And he gets these fouls from being aggressive.
He does. Like I said, he doesn't stop to push the ball. He goes and he goes. I mean, but that's one of his assets, the fearlessness of him when he comes into the game. I think it's pretty memorable. I mean, it might get him looked at by some of the biggest colleges.
It might. As another foul on Brandon. That's his third, and you got to think that he might take a seat here pretty soon. Getting his third foul, Coach Danek might not want to have him foul out.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty red-faced about that situation.
And the Dragons will have it as they bring it up, setting up their offense, seeing what they can do against this 2-3 zone of the Rams, having no good success this far as the miss by number 5, Justin Schramm, rebound by B. Green, and there will be a foul on the play by number 50 from the Dragons, Travis Dancer. So it'll be a Montrose ball on the baseline. And once again, that different starting lineup is in. They started the second half for Coach Danek with 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. The Rams are up 17. And Riley Warren gives it to Brandon Smith. Corner, Dakota Jelinek. He wanted the three, but he didn't shoot it.
And just like always, have Riley approaching the paint, but just short of the shot.
Yes, it is, as Brandon Smith also misses, but B. Green also is able to get the rebound, and Brandon Smith can't put it in again, and there's a foul on blue. The Southern Arts and Science Academy Dragons, that'll be on number 50, Travis Dancer. So the Rams will bring it down low. They'll have it their second team foul of the quarter, of the half. Number 54, Zachary Ramirez comes in. He'll be replacing Dancer. So the Rams will have it on the baseline underneath their own basket as Jimmy Hodge has it up top. Riley Warren, he thought about shooting that three, didn't he, Carisha?
Oh, yeah, it was a deep one, so I think I know why he didn't take the shot.
As Brandon Smith is able to put in the layup and extend this Rams lead. Steal by Dakota Jelinek. Jimmy Hodge behind the back pass to Warren.
Beautiful.
It was a beautiful pass.
Like I said, we get back to the brotherhood that we've formed here at Montrose. Just over the time of, well, most of them played football together, so I think that's where we got this connection from.
Yeah, Zachary Ramirez able to
nothing
put
like
the
that
ball in the hoop. And Malik Taylor and Antonio McMillan, Jeff Long and Jared Long making their way to the scorer's table to check in as Dakota Jelinek airballs a three-pointer. You don't see that very often because he can usually shoot some threes pretty good.
He really can. Like I said, Dakota's thinking that this is
Justin Schramm able to put in a three. Lead down to 16 for the Rams, and Jason Danek doesn't like that, so he's going to call a timeout. And with that timeout, we're also going to take a timeout and do a commercial from the Student Broadcast Foundation.
We'll be right back after these messages.
The Student Broadcast Foundation was founded to help students establish the education, training, and tools necessary to build their communication leadership skills in sports information and broadcasting, as well as learning to operate the equipment necessary to move them to the next level of broadcasting. To learn more about the Student Broadcast Foundation, call Ken Kolb at 313-268-3122 or visit them on the web at www.studentbroadcastfoundation.org.
And we are back here at Montrose. Rams have the ball off the timeout. No look pass, Riley Warren to Antonio McMillan. Reverse layup.
There is no games going on here tonight. When you get those starters back in, they are not hesitating to make those shots and get where they need to be.
That is correct, as the foul will go on Montrose. Should be on number 1, Antonio McMillan, and it is. That's his second. His team's fourth. And the Dragons will have the ball on the side off that foul. It is a 18-point lead as Aaron Strang goes up and is fouled, slapped in the face actually by Malik Taylor. So that is his team's fifth foul in the half, and you got to think that doesn't make Mr. Danek happy.
Oh no, that does not look good on the Rams side. I don't want to say we're that consistent with fouls because we're not. But it seems like tonight in the past couple games, the boys have been really putting on that pressure so much they always apply the foul.
Yes, it is. And he might not be happy because if they get 2 more fouls, the Dragons are in the bonus for the rest of the game. And there's still 4:15 left in this half, or in this quarter, this third quarter, as Strang misses both free throws. And Warren's going to push. Jared Long has it up top. The brothers passing it back and forth there a couple times, Jared and Jeff. As Riley Warren for 3-corner air ball, a little too long. And number 25, Mika Webster, able to pull it down, but Warren steals it right back. No look pass, Malik Taylor goes up and he gets fouled by number 25, Mika Webster. And Malik Taylor will go to the line. He'll shoot 2. That is the 3rd foul on the Dragons this half. And Malik Taylor once again shooting 2 at the line. This kid's usually a very good free throw shooter, so we'll just have to see as he does make the first one. Against Goodrich, he went a perfect 16 for 16 at the free throw line, Kabrisha.
Well, I was over here scratching my eye. But to get back on a good note, the Rams are really ready tonight. Yes, I can honestly say they're in the best position possible. I mean, being a good team, they're pretty well off, and this game is really just another scratch off the ticket for them, if you ask me.
Yeah, it is. It's just like a practice game as they're up 20 right now.
Yeah.
And the third quarter is not even over.
I'm seeing a lot of smiles on the Rams' faces tonight.
Yes, you are. As Jared Long attacks, he'll kick it out to his brother, Jeff. And the brothers just passing it back and forth. Riley Warren attacks, no-look pass down low through the hands of Antonio McMillan. He'll go out of bounds. The Dragons ball. And the Rams, even though they're up by 20, are not backing away.
Oh, no.
Bringing the full court pressure every time as the foul goes on Montrose, number 1, Antonio McMillan. That's his 3rd. That team's 6th. So that means one more foul, and everything after that, the Dragons will be shooting.
Yeah.
So the Dragons trying to just break the press and the pressure of the Montrose Rams, which is really not easy to do, as number 25, Mika Webster, able to put it in. So Jared Long has it up top. Gives it to Jeff, who gives it back to Jared. No look pass over to McMillan. And a
Riley Warren.
Layup.
He always is there when you need him, you know?
Yes, he is.
He's quick on his feet and quick with those hands, and he'll take you. He'll take you there.
Yes, he is. And Montrose Rams seem to be pretty fond of the no-look passes today. Wouldn't you say so?
Oh, like you said, it's a joke to them. They're ready to get all their fanciness out of them. They're ready to really just entertain the crowd tonight, give the crowd a little of what they've been waiting for.
Especially since tomorrow they head to Carson City, a very good team who is a class ahead of them. So
could be a little tough.
It could be.
They could have a pretty intense student section, being so that they have so many students. They could have pretty intense student section that might get in the heads of the Rams, but I doubt that.
Oh, yeah, especially the Rams have a good mental game, too, as well as
physical.
Physical, yes, as the Rams have it off the make from Zachary Ramirez. That was a 3-pointer. As Malik Taylor gets in the lane, makes it. And Coach Danik wants to talk it over once again. 19-point lead for the Rams. And as a timeout here, we're also going to take a timeout from our friends over at the UAW.
The UAW is proud to be the sponsor of the Blue Collar Player of the Game this year. The UAW's commitment to improve the lives of working men and women began in 1937 in Flint, Michigan, and now extends beyond our borders and around the globe. Through vigilant political involvement and coordination with world labor organizations, we continue to fight for the enforcement of trade agreement provisions on human and workers' rights. This message is brought to you by the hard-working men and women of the UAW.
We're back here in Montrose. I was going to do a little recap of how the Rams got this 18-point lead. It was a 13-point lead at halftime, Cabricia?
13-point lead at halftime, yeah.
And this third quarter, they really just ran away with the game as they were up 19.
With effort from the Dragons also. We don't want to just blow past and forget about them.
Yes.
The Dragons are definitely bringing in effort, but the Rams are totally taking it away.
Yes, they are.
They're a little bit more prepared than the Dragons, it seems. Every play is executed with such poise. It's really astonishing.
Yes, well, when you have the talent of the Rams, it's really hard not to just go up by so much as Jeff Long gets a foul. It's just hard not to get up by that much because there's so many players, even off the bench, that can
they're an equipped team, let's say that. They're really equipped. They're a shooting team. They're definitely a passing team. I don't know, about 5 passes are executed before they actually fulfill the play, so they have an understanding on the court.
Yes, as the normal starting lineup comes in for Jason Danek, and Antonio McMillan pulls up with about 15-footer missed. Rebound of the Dragons. Pass is tipped by Jared Long, goes out of bounds, so the Dragons will have it on the side. And they're really hoping for something to get started on offense that they can maybe get back in this game a little bit more.
And just what you said that we didn't want to happen. Now we have the Dragons in the bonus for the rest of the game, so let's hope the Rams can keep where they are and not let the game go.
Yeah, especially in that fouls because, once again, every foul is just
adding up.
Yeah, as a steal by Antonio McMillan. He drives, no look past Jeff Long on the other end for the layup. Jeff Long has 8 points tonight. So, I mean, he's really pitching in for the Rams here in their 50 points that they have.
Yeah.
As a tipped pass by Ryan Egan, stolen by Malik Taylor. Rams are pushing as always. Jeff Long, opposite side, and good. Make that 10 points for Jeff Long. As there's a foul on Antonio McMillan. That is his 4th. That'll be his 4th foul as Dragons go to the line and shoot 1-and-1.
Now this is where we have to get serious because the Rams cannot keep applying the pressure so hard that they keep drawing fouls. I mean, the other team keeps drawing fouls. It's really going to, might put them where they need to be in the game. Though we are getting close to the end of the third with 29.9 seconds to go, the Rams should not get lazy and let this game go.
No, they should not. Because with every foul, once again, they are shooting. So if they get a lot of fouls here, then they just give the Dragons a good chance to come right back in it as number 21, Diego Prakash, able to put it in. So Jeff Long's going to bring it up. They're just going to walk it up. Really, the Rams have nothing to push now in this game. They're just going to take their time as they're up 21. Just take their time and hope for the best.
Yeah, we don't want the we don't want the viewers to think the Rams aren't going to pull it out tonight because it looks as though they are.
Right.
As long as we keep getting those turnovers from the Dragons, we should be good.
Yes, we should, as Jared Long misses the buzzer-beating 3. That's the end of the third quarter. You score Montrose 52, Dragons 31. And we're going to hear something about sportsmanship here from Cabricia.
Okay, well, you can make the winning play. You can take home the gold, but it doesn't mean a thing without good sportsmanship. These games don't exist without the good foundation of sportsmanship to teach life lessons. So remember, nothing beats good sportsmanship, a message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. You know, Eric, that's really what it's all about here with basketball and every sport that we have here at Montrose. It's all about teaching those kids about the life lessons that they're going to need to learn. Hey, if a ref is not treating you right, you don't trash talk. You get your head in the game and you continue to do whatever it is that you're doing on that court.
Yeah, and if the refs aren't calling very many fouls or anything, you, on the inside, you just get to the inside and draw the contact and make the call. You don't tell them, You don't tell them, hey, do this, do that. You just do it and make them do it for you.
I agree, Eric.
As Jeff long drives the lane, gives it up to Ryan Egan, who's in the middle.
We see a lot out of Ryan this season. He's keen with getting those rebounds, with an exception of sometime he gets a little lazy, but that's fine with us. He's a key player, and he starts. Danik has a pretty good advantage with Egan. He's a big man. He knows how to get body to body and put the pressure in the paint. Hey, the Rams are looking really good this season.
Yes, they are. And you got to think, after a few more buckets, Jason Danik's going to pull out his starters.
Oh, yeah. As
they're up by 25. You just got to think that his starters are no longer going to be in, as number 23, Arnett Singh, goes up and is fouled by number 21, Ryan Egan. And that's one of those lazy plays we're talking about. He just bodies him up, and it's good defensive play, I guess, stopping the wide open layup and making him from the free throw line. But
I agree, Eric. I feel the Rams see that it's getting close to the end of the last quarter. They don't really have much to worry about with the lead being so big, 56-31 right now. Like I said, they're still taking it as a joke. Let's just hope that they can let that joking attitude go for next week when they play Carson City.
Oh, yeah. It's actually tomorrow they play Carson City.
Tomorrow.
So they're just going to get all their joking out tonight, because tomorrow they're really going to have to turn it up a notch if they want to beat Carson City's Jeff Long. They're called for a traveling. So there's another turnover for the Rams. They don't have very many on the night. What do you think? 7, 8, maybe 9?
I'm thinking 8-ish. I'm thinking 8.
Unlike the Dragons. Who knows how many they have.
Oh, yeah.
But, they're still hanging in there. That's one good thing about the Dragons so far, is they are hanging in there. They're not giving up, even though they're down, and they know they're down. They're not giving up.
Oh, no.
As Ryan Egan bodies his way in the inside, able to put the ball in the hoop.
Like I said, he's a great asset. Mr. Danik is doing really well with these boys this season. I've seen such a growth from the first game till now. I'm really proud of Jeff Long with the steal, and he has gone with another 2, making this a 30-point game. Making it a 29 game.
Close enough. So the Dragons' game's pretty much all but over by now, as it's a 29-point lead. But
I mean, where they really messed up at was with all of the turnovers.
Yeah.
With the Rams, we see this game after game. You cannot have so many turnovers when you're playing against a team like the Rams. They are fast and they are quick. As soon as they see a loose ball, they are ready to go for it.
They're getting it, and then once they get it, they're fast breaking.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's probably going to be a crowd rambling dunk, okay?
Yeah. Most likely for Malik Taylor, it's going to be a dunk. And if it's not, it's usually just going to be a wide open layup by any other player on the team, as they're so fast that teams aren't able to catch up while they're fast breaking. So
yes, I agree, Eric. And it's really nothing you can do about it but get in the gym. And like you said, maybe they should do a couple of those Buccaneers, huh?
Maybe
they should.
I know they definitely boost your speed.
Oh, yeah. Well, look at the Bucs. I mean,
well, yeah, they're
fast like lightning,
they
okay?
Are. Yeah. As number 32, Aaron Strang, able to put in both free throws and cut the lead down to 27, which, isn't really going to do much for the Dragons.
Oh, no.
But Ryan Egan gets to the basket but misses. And he's such a big asset because he's big. 6'5", about 275.
Yeah, like I said, he's another big asset to the team, just like Mr. Jimmy Hodge. They get in there, they body up, and they usually draw those fouls. Or they
put it in.
Yeah, put it in.
Just like Jimmy, though, you might not consider him a basketball player, and
but
he's not. He's
a football player.
Yes, he is. He's going to Grand Valley State University on a football scholarship, as a foul goes against White, number 21. So the foul will go on number 21, Ryan Egan, who we were just talking about. That is his third, team's 10th. So
it's getting pretty out of hand.
Yeah, especially with the fouls. The Rams are up this half 10-3 in fouls, which is not really what you usually want from a team, as number 23, Arnett Singh, goes to the line. He can't put his first one in, but hey, another stat we missed from Jared Long, though. He grabs a lot of rebounds out there. He's averaging 6.1 rebounds a game.
I agree. For him to be such a small guy, he knows how to jump right up there and use those muscles of the legs and get the ball. I was actually really surprised to see him coming out the season getting those rebounds. I was pretty surprised.
And talking about jumping, he dunked last Tuesday, I think it was.
Wow.
He dunked at Durand, his old team. And for a small guy, he's only 5'9", 5'10", I think. He actually dunked on a fast break.
Wow.
So
I wish you guys would have got that on camera, okay?
Oh, that would have been nice. As the Dragons get the ball off the tip from Jared Long. So the Rams really just running away with the game as they're up 25 with just under 5 to go. So, I mean, it's really no question if they're going to win or not.
It's no question. They're putting their big guy back in, Mr. B. Green, number 35. I don't know who's going in for it yet, but I see him getting ready at the post. So, let's see.
We'll have to wait and see as Ryan Egan gets a steal. Oh, and Jared Long can't finish at the other side. I thought he was going to dunk it again.
I thought he was going to dunk it.
As Chad Shelton gets fouled by number 50, Travis Dancer. And Mr. B. Green coming in for number 21, Ryan Egan, one of the normal starters here for Coach Danek.
Yeah, we should have known. We usually see those two switching out back and forth for each other because they kind of play the same position. B. Green is a little more efficient with getting the rebounds, and Ryan is a little more efficient with tipping the ball in.
Yes, he is, as Brandon Smith also checks in for the Rams for Jared Long. Cross-court pass to Gerald Bateman. Chad Shelton drives to the lane, gets his shot blocked, and the Dragons are running to the lane, and none. They're going to call a travel on number 3, Alex Roberson. I thought they were going to call a foul as a whole new group is coming in for the Dragons. Number 54, Zachary Ramirez. Number 5, Justin Schramm. 42, Daniel Johnson. Number 21, Diego Prakash. And number 25, Mika Webster. Those were the starters, weren't they?
Those are actually all of the starters.
So, trying to get the starters in there. And there's going to be a technical foul called now. Let's see who's it on. Technical. Coach Danek. That is not something you see very often. Coach Danek getting mad enough to get a technical foul. So he's actually getting an explanation of why he got it right now because he is very confused. Even though his team is up 25.
Yeah, we usually don't see Coach Danek blowing the top. That's actually Coach Long's job on this side, you know?
Coach Long on the bench. Coach Long on the bench right now. If you ever hear someone screaming through our broadcast, it's most likely going to be him.
Hey, that's nothing wrong with that. He gets the players to win. That's all we need.
Yes, he does. And I think most of the tough defense that is played by the Rams comes from Coach Long. He is a great defensive coach.
Yes, he is.
Used to be the coach at Durand.
For the girls.
Yep. And when their girls were there, he was just all over the place.
Gerald Bateman with the steal. He's actually not one of our regular players.
No, he is not. And nice spin move, gets to the line, or gets to the bucket, not able to put it in. But it was a real nice spin move.
Oh, yeah.
To get the defender off of him. Is number 54.
There's a little
Zachary
confusion on the court.
Ramirez misses, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, there's a little confusion on the court. I don't know. It's amongst both teams. I think they're finding a hard time sticking with their men.
And there's a timeout here And we're going to take a timeout as well and hear from our friends at Conley Oil Company. We'll be right back.
Conley Oil Company has been a family-owned business based in Clio the last 75 years, with 6 locations serving mid-Michigan communities. At some locations, Conley Oil Company features in-store restaurants as well as refreshing hand-dipped ice cream. At Conley, saving on gas is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with their return and earn loyalty card through purchases from a variety of in-store products. Keep your car looking great at Conley's as well with their convenient car washes. So, saving is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
We're back here at Montrose Hill-McCloy High School as the Rams have the ball. And they're really just running away with the game as they're up 23 as a foul is called on number 54, Zachary Ramirez for the Dragons. And that'll be his second. Their team's 5th on the half as Brandon Smith drives, gives it to B. Green. Chad Shelton drives. He's fouled as he's on his way up by number 21, Diego Prakash. That's his first, team 6th.
I like the fact that I'm seeing Chad draw a lot of fouls tonight. He usually is a little excited in the game, and he usually applies some of those fouls. But tonight he's making his free throws, and he's not showing any fear. I hope he can keep this same mindset for the game that they're going to face tomorrow, which is going to be a lot tougher than the game tonight.
Oh, yeah. And this is basically just a practice for the Rams right now. Just getting through some plays, getting some players some minutes just to say, yeah, I played, blah, blah, blah. Because tomorrow it is not going to be the same way.
Oh, no.
Coach Danek might not even go. We'll probably only play about 8 players tomorrow. So
I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. I'm looking forward to see some of the players really kick it up a notch with those scoring. I'm not looking forward to see any of the players getting any fouls because it seems like it's been a big problem with the Rams putting those fouls on the opposite team. I don't want to see that tomorrow. I want to see the Rams go out, get to the basket, get those easy layups in. All those easy shots are essentially what matters. Probably won't see too much of Gerald Bateman tomorrow night.
As he just missed the 3, right? Oh, and B. Green gets a block, but they're going to call him for a foul on that one. Number 35, Brandy Green for the Rams. It looked like a clean block to me.
Yeah.
But, hey.
Hey, we're not the officials, so
no, we're not.
If we want to be officials, we can click or call.
Can we?
MHSAA, set it up. But for
all
now,
right.
we'll just stick to it.
We'll just stick for the broadcasting, yeah. As number 42 makes his first, Daniel Johnson. Number 52, Rene Fulgencio, comes in for the Dragons. As Daniel Johnson puts in his second, pulling the Rams' lead down to 23. So maybe we spoke too soon because the Rams have not scored in about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
and the Rams are really applying a lot. The other team's drawing a lot of fouls due to the Rams tonight. I really hope the Rams do not get in a habit of this because they really cannot afford to have any of these minor mistakes tomorrow in the game.
No, they cannot. As Jimmy Hodge and Cody Jelinek check back in for the Rams, they're going to replace Alex Alter and Brandon Smith as B. Green goes to the line. Shooting 1-1, and it is good, his first. So B. Green with 3 points on the night. He has one more try to get 4 with 2:57 left here in the game. And he will not get it. The Rams are up 24. Chad Shelton, offensive rebound, miss, but he gets his own rebound again.
I'm liking that. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Chad tonight. Like I said, he's opening up as a player. He's stepping into that light, and he's letting go of that fear of a bigger play. He's letting go of the fear of bigger players around him. I see when he's approached by a bigger player, his eyes get a little big.
Yes, he does.
None of that tonight. He's actually staying in the game.
Yes, he is. As Dakota Jelinek goes to the line after drawing the foul, trying to go up from the rebound off the miss of Jimmy Hodge. And his first is a miss. He'll be shooting 2 now at the line as the Dragons are at 8 fouls now so far, but There was a shooting foul, according to the rest, as he's able to make his second. Dakota doesn't score very often. He doesn't really play very big minutes.
He doesn't.
Which is surprising because he's a good player. He just doesn't play very big minutes because of all the other assets to the team at the big position as Jimmy Hodge and Ryan Egan.
Like I said, the team is really equipped, so it's hard for Coach Danik to rotate the players and let them all get those game time minutes that they need to get out of the fear that they have.
Yeah.
But tonight I haven't seen any of those fears take over the players individually. As a team, either they've really been pulling it together and staying head on. But there's a lot of minor mistakes that they've made tonight. Hopefully that they take into consideration everything that they've done wrong tonight.
Dakota Jelinek airballs another three-pointer. That's his second. But B. Green able to clean up the boards and put it in for the Rams. Dakota Jelinek, like we said, usually a good three-point shooter. He's airballed 2 today, so.
Like I said, I saw Dakota before the game started. Actually had a couple words with him, and he was really coming into the game thinking like, yeah, this is just going to be a joke, and I'm not going to need to do too much.
And he hasn't had to as the ball is tipped by Gerald Bateman out of bounds. So the Dragons will have it. We're at 2:05 left in the game, 25-point lead for the Dragons. So really it's just game's over.
Yeah.
Basically.
The game's over. But let's not – we should really hope that the Rams take in consideration every mistake that they've made tonight.
As Chad Schoen tries to go for the dunk, but he gets hit on his way up, so he's not able to put it in off the tipped pass from Dakota Jelinek as Justin Schramm puts it in. B. Green goes up for the dunk, and he's fouled on his way up, not able to convert. Number 5, Justin Schramm on the foul. So B. Green's going to go to the line, and he'll shoot 2. It's his team's 9th foul for Justin Schramm, his first. As B. Green cannot put the first one in, although he's usually a pretty good free throw shooter. So it's a hit and miss usually with him as Alex Salter checks back in for the Rams. And another miss, but Chad Schoen able to clean it up. He goes back up, and he is fouled. That foul will be on number 21, Diego Prakash, his second, 13 tenths, team's 10th. Sorry, so both sides, any foul after this, they'll be shooting 2 free throws as Chad Schoen misses his first. I mean, we've been really, at the end of that third quarter, the Dragons only had 3 fouls. So this fourth quarter, they've really picked up the intensity and just gotten a lot of fouls that are really unneeded. As number 23, Arnett Singh, comes back in for the Dragons, who are down 24 right now with 1:30 to play in this game here at Montrose Hill-McCloy High School. As Jimmy Hodge gets a steal, pass to Chad. He throws it up. Oh, gets fouled on the throw up. He was trying to alley-oop it there to B. Green.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. It seems that they have a system set up that they're trying to get Mr. B. Green one of those good old dunks tonight, and it's like they're not giving up.
Yes, as usually the only dunker on this team is Malik Taylor, so if you get someone else to do it, it's really big.
Yeah, I mean, B. Green has had a couple of dunks this season so far, but not as many as Mr. Malik, who averages at least 1 dunk a game.
At least.
At least.
He's had 2 tonight, both in the first half. First quarter, actually, as Gerald Bateman checks back in for the Rams. So, and it's usually when Mr. Malik gets his dunk that the Rams usually do tempo, they turn it up, everyone gets fired up, and that's when they go on a big run and really just throw the game away.
Yeah, well, I can honestly say that both Malik and Antonio are totally responsible equally for setting the tempo of the game. They kind of put the players in that mindset. They set the motion. You know, they set the tone for the game for the rest of the players. They get the rest of the players riled up and ready to go.
They were both also really big scorers. Both scored 30 apiece. 30 against International Academy of Flint. So.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty good game for them.
Okay. As number 23, Arnett Singh, puts both of them in now. It's a 68-43 lead for the Rams. Alex Salter goes up, misses, gets his own rebound, goes back up. Ball gets tipped out of bounds off the Dragons, so the Rams will have it again. And usually when those two go in, Alex Salter and Gerald Bateman, they try to get them the ball so that they can score.
Yeah.
Because they don't play very much. Gerald Bateman has scored tonight. He actually has.
Jimmy Hodge with
just
the
kidding.
Tip for the 3.
Just kidding. Gerald Bateman has not scored today. As Dakota Jelinek gets a steal, he'll give it to Gerald Bateman, who will step back for the 3. No good. He's short. He's attempted 3 threes today and fallen short on all of them as Jimmy Hodge trying to get the block. No. He faked it as they missed the layup. Dakota Jelinek, fast breaking, gives it to Gerald Bateman. 30 seconds left in this game. Gerald gives it to Dakota Jelinek. Jimmy Hodge. Oh, he wanted to shoot that 3. He looked at Coach Danek and he told him not to. They're down to 20 seconds. Gives it to Mr. B. Green, who goes to work off his leg, number 25. Mika Webster the other way. And a miss. Ooh, almost a putback dunk by number 21. Diego Prakash, as number 25, Mika Webster, able to put it in, and that game is over. Your final score, Montrose 68.
Missed with the
Dragons 45. And thank you all for tuning in. We'd like to thank the crew, myself, Eric Vanderpfeifer, my partner, Capri Chenard, our Medex producer, John Oliver, our director, Tyler Anderson, camera, Brandon McGraw, and our producer, Jamie Kitts.
We'll be back in 2 weeks for the district finals.